So before we start, I'd like to fill you in on what happened at the board meeting on Monday night. The Ritz and Geico thing that came up, and this is shared with you as my students. And please, this is just between us, because I found out today in a most uncomfortable episode that anything that happens in the board meetings is confidential. That was not explained to me. Yeah,
I'm recording.
What's that?
I'm recording.
Yeah, kill it, if you don't mind. I just death in the making.
So Keith, to get back on schedule, we need to limit everybody to 25 minutes.
25 minutes. Thank you very much, sir.
Do we not have another chair?
Oh, do we have the other chair?
Who has the other?
Right here.
I'll put it. Oh,
No.
all my shit's in it. You have it.
Is Angela's?
You want another chair for
There you
your
go.
shit?
I'm sorry. I'm so
Another
sorry.
chair for your shit?
It's my shit.
Thank you, wife.
Oh, never mind, somebody.
I said it, I was like, why is it? I didn't realize.
And if for some reason I disappear for like a month, just know I'm avoiding a subpoena.
Should we start raising money, Keith?
There will be a GoFundMe that will mysteriously appear on the Hampton Road Film Actors. We'll get you chipped.
Keith and
We'll have a problem.
Free key.
42 major.
There we go. Okay, so anything in particular you'd like us to watch for that you're bringing to bear on the scene after the notes from the last couple of showings?
More connection.
And how are you accomplishing that?
I'm connecting more, Keith.
Like more like with eye contact and I guess expressing more.
What are you doing with that eye contact? What are you watching for?
Like reading his emotion and how he's reacting to my behavior.
What do you need to see and what do you not want to see?
Well, in the beginning, there's the assumption that he's talking to a woman. I want to first see that he's telling me the truth that he wasn't.
Okay.
And then secondly, I want to know if anything's been accomplished with the committee, since he's just coming back from a meeting, if anything came of that.
Okay. Good. Okay, good. Tony?
There are a couple moments that we kind of realized to try to work into the scene from before. The meaning behind the whole, like, that depends on you line, digging into my nail with the nail.
Oh.
Using that. And also I'm going to try to bring some emotional muscle memory to this about something that I've dealt with in the past. I don't want to talk about it, but just, relationship strife. So.
Okay, let's see what happens. We'll just watch for a curious moment.
Do you want Darius to be the guy in the car again?
Hey, Darius,
Could be the guy.
go get in the car.
Can you give me a ride? Not there. Flat tire.
I just had a flat tire, sorry.
All right.
Two method with this. Darius.
Do me a favor, somebody. Let me know when we hit the 20-minute mark. Somebody just put a timer on.
Nope. Sorry.
It's okay. Somebody on that for me?
I got you.
Thank you very much, sir. Stand by.
Wait. Do we have the, who's gonna plug in the lights?
Me.
You good on that? Okay. And I guess you're gonna cue me for,
Yeah.
alright.
Are you going to tell me you want to do it?
I'll turn the
Or
light
you'll
on.
do it? Okay.
Stand by. I will just call. I'll call. So Sonam, you go on standby. Tony, go on action. Copy that.
Copy.
Thank you. Stand by. Action. Action.
Sure don't want to come in?
Nah, it's getting late. Shut it back.
One for the road.
Yeah, it's really getting late, man. I appreciate it.
Another time. We'll get together when I get back.
Okay, sure.
I have to be back by Monday. How about Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday's good.
My wife makes margarita that'll make your hair stand on end.
Well, I'll hold you to it.
I really want to let you know that I see you Sunday.
See you Sunday.
Pauline? Paulina? What are you doing down there like that?
Who was that?
I'm sorry that it took so
Who
long.
was it?
No, it wasn't anything serious. Don't worry. It was just a car. Luckily, a man stopped by. It was just a flat tire. Oh my God. See what went out there. Must have gotten cold. But
We can heat it up. As long as you've got something to celebrate, that is. You do have something to celebrate, Gerardo, don't you?
well, that depends on you. You know what this is? This is the son of a bitch that gave me a flat. And you know what any normal man does when he gets a flat? He goes to the trunk and he gets out the spare. If the spare is not flat too, that is. His wife happened to remember to fix the flat, right?
His wife. Always gotta be the wife who has to do everything. You were supposed to fix the spare.
Yeah. I'm really not in the mood to argue, but we had agreed that
You were supposed to do it. I take care of the
you,
house.
you don't want any
You
help,
take
but
care of the car
afterwards you
at least.
complain.
I never complain.
What are we fighting for? I forgot what we were.
We're not fighting, darling. You accused me of not fixing your spare.
My spare.
And I told you, quite reasonably.
Okay, hold on. Let's just clear things up here and now. That you didn't fix the spare, our spare. That's open for discussion. But there is another little matter. The jack.
What, Jack?
What jack? Where's the car jack, babe? You know, to fix
You
up
needed
the.
Jack to hold up the car?
Now, where the hell is the jack?
I gave it to Mother.
To your mother? You gave it to your mother?
Loaned it, yes.
May I ask why?
You may. Because she needed it.
Was I, of course we. Babe, you simply cannot do this sort of thing.
Mother was driving down south and really needed it while you were...
I go fuck myself.
No.
Yes. I get a telegram for a meeting with the president, for a meeting that is like the most important meeting in my entire life, and you.
And?
And this son of a bitch is lying in wait for me. Fortunately, not on the way. And there I was, without a jack and without a spare, on the goddamn road.
Well, I need you to find someone to help you. Was she pretty at least? Sexy?
I already said it was a man.
You said nothing of the kind.
Why do you always have to suppose that there's a woman?
Why indeed? Just can't imagine why.
What?
No, you just go.
Okay,
Just coming out of it.
okay.
That felt like a weird take to me.
What's that?
It felt odd.
What about it felt odd?
I don't know. I felt like I played it very differently this time.
What was different for you?
My reactions, I guess, my behavior. I don't know.
Why was it different?
I don't know if it felt maybe too much. I can't
Where did the difference come from?
Maybe a little bit more. I guess I was thinking more like I would be more angry if I'm still thinking about the affair and if he was really talking to a woman, and that's already set me off. So I guess that made me a little bit more upset this time around.
Well, how did his behavior change your behavior?
I guess, saying things like, he's coming in late and he's
Yeah,
talking
but
about
moment to moment to moment to moment.
Oh.
His behavior, the hug. Let's talk about the hug for a second. Now, how did that hug make you feel?
Not good.
Why?
Because, he's talking about a nail and he's deflecting, and then he's trying to console me, and I know what he's doing. And this time it's not going to work, I guess.
So why do you let him do it? So by that point, you've already decided he's lying?
They're lying about talking to a woman?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I'm convincing myself that now it's.
Stop convincing you. Deal with him. Always him. Always him. Always him.
Okay.
Go guys. Keep it quick. Keep it concise. What'd you like?
The left-hand corner of that cabinet is clean.
And you say that because?
That was her go-to spot.
Yeah.
And it forced us to look at the back of Tony's head a lot.
Okay.
So you want to clean something, maybe, I don't know, we can put another table over here with the liquor on it or something to open Tony up, just as a logistical thing.
I like your frustration better this time around, Tony. I could see it in your, towards the end, I could see it in your responses with her. Like you were almost just tired of fighting about the same thing.
Right, and
Ditto.
taking moments where there would be a deep breath or something to relax yourself that you didn't want to argue with her. You know how you think about it before you say it? You were doing that constantly.
It was an interesting choice
Yes.
to not look at her when you said, why do you always do this? Why does it always have to be this? It was a very interesting choice. It was different than the last time. It wasn't a confrontation. This was a man who felt,
Worn out.
yeah,
He's worn out.
just worn out.
He's just ready to give up at this point.
And that changed the dynamic. That's why I was
Yeah,
asking about the
that
behavior.
was- yeah, I did feel that was different because he didn't look at me,
Mhm.
and we had done it before, which made it.
Where in the scene do you trust him?
I don't think I do.
There needs to be a place somewhere where everything's not 100%. He's just a piece of shit.
Okay.
Because otherwise, why are you still here? Why would you make dinner for him? Why do you make dinner for a piece of shit? So it can't all be that.
Okay.
There has to be room. And so what I would do is I would encourage you in another run to make room for that. Look for a place where maybe that you do accept the hug. I mean, what happens if you do accept the hug? Come be hugged again. What is it that you say just prior that leads to the hug?
You need a jack to hold the car?
Yeah, right. So let's take it from there real quick. Can I see that? And can I see the hug again?
Where did you put the car jack?
What jack?
What jack? What the hell did you do with the car jack, babe? You know,
You need a
Jack.
jack to hold up the car?
no,
Did she accept it, Tony?
a little bit
Based on what you felt?
on my arm.
Do you need her to accept it? So hold it until she does.
That's what I went off like with the hand.
But you
well,
said-
because it was a change from what I did before, and that's why I was like, oh hey,
Okay,
cool.
good. Was it enough?
it was something when I'm desperate for something.
Okay, that's fair. What happens if you hold her longer? Poor thing. Just take from there. That changed everything.
Yeah.
Now, you can choose whether to accept or not. I'm not forcing you into that choice. I'm going to suggest for the next run, you get a box of salad
Okay.
and a box of tomatoes. And your activity is not over there doing that. It's building a salad here on the plate. Because that way, if you choose to ignore him and he's hugging you, what do?
Make the salad.
Still, even while he's holding you.
Okay.
That sends a very clear message to him. But I don't think you're going to find that works. What that does is it magnifies the intensity of your unacceptingness,
Okay.
unacceptance.
So you're saying that would be too much to do the.
I think what it's going to do is it's going to make you realize that the scene can't really proceed if he detects you're not accepting
Okay.
the hug. I think that's maybe one of those moments. Play with it in the rehearsal.
So there has to be some semblance of.
Yeah, there has to be some moment somewhere where everything goes back to normal for a little bit.
Okay.
Because if it's all suspicion, and this is where we start, as the audience, we're going, oh, fuck, I got 2 hours of this shit? So there's got to be a little room.
Okay.
Okay? Let's do it again. Do you mind? Okay, cool. Stand by. Yes?
Isn't food supposed to be already on the plate when he acknowledges
But-
It's just,
Yeah.
The appetizer.
Gotcha, Keith.
But while that's reheating, one would typically put out the salad course.
Okay.
Stop it. I know, I'm trying not to,
it's a
sorry.
horror movie all of a sudden.
I'm curious as to why it's making my fluorescence flash.
Say what?
It's
It's a
weird.
reflection.
Do you want me to do it again?
No, don't.
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, here we go. Stand by. Don't just hold the gun. Aim it. Stand by. Action.
Sure you don't want to come in? One for the road. Another time then. We'll get together before I leave. I've got to be back by Monday. How about Sunday? My wife makes margarita, that'll make your hair stand on end. I really want you to know that I appreciate, see you on Sunday. Pauline? Paulina? Is that... What are you doing there like that?
And who is that?
Sorry, I took
Who
some...
was it?
No, it wasn't anything serious. It was just the car.
Okay, cut. I'm sorry, I'm asking you to start over one more time. Why don't you turn on the lights when you walk in?
I don't know.
So, can we change it?
Maybe just because I'm just confused that they're off.
It's nighttime,
Yeah?
is it?
Yeah?
Why are the lights off?
She's sleeping.
Why else are the lights off? If she was sleeping, you wouldn't walk in and go, Pauline? True?
Yeah.
Why else are the lights off?
She was abducted again, I guess? Is that... I mean, it's been 15 years. Would I
Could be.
think that?
That could be. What else?
Maybe she's wigged out and she's gonna ambush me? I don't know.
Could be. Could be she left you.
Okay.
Who
That's
knows?
first. I can go.
All of those, half of those, warrant not walking all the way in that door. You with me?
Mhm.
If the lights aren't on, you don't know what's going on. If you come in, what's going to happen? To you, what is your job?
Government official?
Trying to do what?
Negotiate a peace
That involves
Democracy,
partially the
okay.
prosecution of whom?
of the kidnappers. Yeah.
So why wouldn't you walk into a dark house?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see where it goes.
But they wrote it like that, so why would they do that?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure out in rehearsal. Stand by. Action.
Sure don't want to come in? One for the road. Another time then. We'll get together before I leave. I have to be back by Monday. How about Sunday? My wife makes margarita, they'll make your hair stand on end. I really want you to know that I appreciate, see you Sunday. Pauline? Paulina? What are you doing down there like that?
And who is that?
Sorry, I took so long.
Who was it?
I didn't. No, it wasn't anything serious. It wasn't anything serious. It was just the car. Okay, luckily a man stopped by. It was just a flat tire. Okay, I can't see anything without that. Poor little love. Just got me cold.
We can heat it up. As long as you've got something to celebrate, that is. You do have something to celebrate, Gerardo, don't you?
Well, that depends on you. You know what this is? This is the son of a bitch that gave me a flat. And you know what any normal man does when he gets a flat? Goes to the trunk and he gets out the spare. If the spare is not flat too, that is. His wife happened to remember to fix the flat, right?
His wife? Always gotta be the wife who has to do everything. You were supposed to fix a spare.
I'm really not in the mood for arguing, but we had agreed that you
You
were
were supposed to do it. I take care of the
We-
house.
you asked for
and
help.
You take care of the car.
You
at least.
said you complained.
I never complain.
This is an absurd discussion. What are we even fighting for? I've forgotten what we.
We're not fighting, darling. You accused me of not fixing your spare.
My spare.
And I told you quite reasonably.
Oh,
that-
hey, hold it right there. Let's just clear this up here and now. That you didn't fix the spare, our spare. That's open for discussion. But there is another little matter. The jack.
What check?
Where's the car jack, babe? You know, to check up the.
You need a jack to hold up the car?
Now, what the hell is the jack?
I gave it to Mother.
It's your mother? You gave it to your mother?
Loaned it, yes.
May I ask why?
You may, because she needed it.
Where's that? Babe, you simply cannot do this sort of thing.
Mother was driving down south and really needed it, well,
Well, I go fuck myself.
no.
Yes. I get a telegram for a meeting with the president and to the city for a meeting that is the most important meeting of my entire life, and this son of a bitch is lying in wait for me. Fortunately, not on the way. And there I was, well, without a jack and without a spare on the goddamn road.
Well, I knew you'd find someone to help you. Was she pretty at least? Sexy?
I already said it was a man.
You said nothing of the kind.
Why do you always have to suppose that there's a woman?
Why indeed? I just can't imagine why.
Cut. Right, go get it.
20 minutes.
Thank you very much. Last question. Do you not know what a jack is?
I do. Because I,
So why do you ask the question? You need a jack to hold the car?
this one is something that I was having trouble with,
Uh-huh.
trying to, and I think that's apparent.
Well, no, it's not quite clear yet. The choice is not working.
So
And
I was trying to figure out if, like, am I being sarcastic?
have you tried that in rehearsal?
I think we did one.
Did you only try it with that line?
Um, like, why indeed? I just can't imagine why.
Here's where I think you're being blinded by your decision that he's just bad overall. That entire beat about the car jack is evasion. And the way you two play might be that you just play coy and innocent. Oh, you need a jack to hold up a car? Oh, what jack? So it may be part of the way you play, and he's so upset he doesn't get it until you go, you need a jack to hold up a car? And then you realize what she's doing. She's fucking with you. And so you lost your cool, and so in order to apologize, you hug her.
Okay.
And I think maybe what that does is that sets us up for a moment of levity, so that after you go, where's the car jack? Da-da-da-da-da. So was it a woman? So we get, because everything is so heavy right now, that I can't understand why that would be at the top of the show if it's all meant to be that. And I think there's room for that play in that beat to lift us up so that we can get the crash after.
Makes sense.
Your actions are not specific. I'm going to give you the note I gave Chris. When you do this for the final showing, for the showcase, have an appetizer on the plate that you pick up and you take over to a microwave and warm for a minute. In the meantime, bring the other plates out. Then, when those appetizers are ready, set them aside over there, bring the salad stuff over. And see if you can find a rehearsal time where you can work out the logistics of that. Because it's not working with this, the business looks manufactured. It looks non-specific.
It feels like that to me too.
And it will help you immeasurably to have things to do. Because when he says something that gets to you, you then don't have to emote. You just have to allow it to interrupt your action. And then you have to stop, because it's what we saw with Chris. Was it just, he was like, look, I don't want to, and he put the pen down and he said, I've got to stop this to have this conversation. The same thing will happen there. So make some room for that, okay? I think it'll help you both. Good, thank you. Both, next scene, go.
Are we doing the three scenes from the fourth? Are we doing them in the order that they
Yes.
Okay. So we will be doing first.